Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introduce myself. My name is Tria Aini. Manajemen 22A, NPM 22411037. In this video, I will tell you about incentive, award, and complementary compensation. The first, understanding. Compensation is all the reward an employee receives for the result of the employee work in the organization. Compensation can be physical or non-physical and must be calculated and given to employees according to the sacrifice they have made given to the organization or company where he worked. Incentive are wages that provide different reward because of different achievements. Next slide, incentive, function, and objective. The main function of incentive is to provide responsibility and encouragements to employees. Incentive guarantee that employees will direct their effort to achieve organizational goals. Meanwhile, the main aim of providing incentive is to increase individual and group work productivity. And next slide about compensation function. The first, allocate human resource effectively. Slide, allocate human resource efficiently. This function shows the providing good compensation to employees who perform well will encourage employees to work better and toward more productive jobs. In the words, there is the tendency for employees to shift or move from a low compensation workplace to a workplace with high compensation is by showing better work performance. 2. Use human resource more efficiently and effectively. Providing high compensation to an employee implies that the organization will use the employee energy in question as efficiently and effectively as possible, because in this way the organization concurrents will obtain the maximum possible benefit and or profit. This is where employee productivity is very decisive. 3. Encourage economic stability and growth. As a result of the efficient and effective allocation and use of human resource in the organization concerned, it can be expected that the compensation system can directly help the stability of the organization and indirectly contribute to encouraging the stability and economic growth of the country as a whole. And the next slide about purpose of providing compensation. The first, cooperation bonds. By providing compensation, a formal cooperative bond occurs between the employer and the employee. Employees must carry out the duties well. Meanwhile, entrepreneurs or employers are obligated to pay compensation in accordance with the agreements. 2. Job satisfaction. With remuneration, employees will be able to fulfill their physical, social media, and egoistic needs so as to obtain job satisfaction from their position. 3. Effective procurement. If the compensation program is set large enough, procuring qualified employees for the company will be easier. 4. Motivation. If the remuneration provided is larger enough, manager will be easily motivate their subordinates. 5. Employee stability. With a compensation program based on fair and responsible principles and competitive external incentives, employee stability is more guaranteed because turnover is relatively small. And 6. Discipline. By providing largest enough remuneration, employee discipline will improve. They will be aware of what obey the applicable regulation. And last, influence of labor unions. With a good compensation program, the influence of labor union can be avoided and employees will concentrate on their work. And that is about purpose of providing compensation. And the last slide about types of compensation given to employee. The first, direct compensation, and second, indirect compensation. And I will tell you about direct compensation. Direct compensation is an award received by employers in the form of money. Direct compensation can take the form of wages, salaries, incentive, and other benefit. Dessler explained that direct compensation is direct financial payment in the form of wages, salary, incentive, commissions, and bonus. Meanwhile, according to Nawawi, direct compensation is an award or reward called salary or wages, which are paid regularly based on a fixed period of time. Direct compensation is also called basic wages, namely wages of fixed salaries that a worker receives in the form of monthly wages or salary, or weekly wages, or wages for every hours of work, or hourly wage. And number 2 of types of compensation given to employees is indirect compensation. According to Handoko, it is complementary remuneration or benefit given to employees based on the company capabilities. So indirect compensation is remuneration which is provided in the form of employee service, because it is treated as an effort to create pleasant working conditions and environments. And that is about incentive, reward, and complementary compensation. Okay, enough for I tell you about incentive, reward, and complementary compensation. If I said something wrong, I say sorry, and I close with wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.